To be or not to be? That is the question we are asking ourselves in today's review of The Beekeeper. Let's get into the review. Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, this is my review for The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham, Josh Hutcherson, Jeremy Irons, Phylicia Rashad, and was directed by David Ayer. And our story follows Jason Statham, who plays a beekeeper who, after his, I'll say his very long-time friend and slash someone who just looked after him, after she becomes a victim of fraud and kills herself, aka that's Phylicia Rashad in the trailer, after she becomes a victim of that, basically he decides to go on this hell-bent revenge tour to quote-unquote protect the hive, and honestly just get revenge on everybody who had to do with the death of Phylicia Rashad's character. And that's all you really need to know going into this film. That's all you really need to honestly put your mind into, is basically that once Phylicia Rashad is gone, which is shown in the trailer, once her character is gone, he is going on a hell-bent revenge spree, and it's going to be the time of your life in this film. Look, guys, going to get straight into the review here, talk about what I like, what I didn't like about the film, and what I liked about the film a lot is Jason Statham. Jason Statham killed it in this film. I mean, this movie is a literal testament as to why you go to see Jason Statham in movies. This is why you put Jason Statham in movies. This is what Jason Statham is for. High octane, full-fledged, adrenaline-pumping action. It is non-stop in this movie. I mean, it slows down at points to just tell, bits and pieces of the story. But as far as Jason Statham's character kicking major ass the entire time, that never stops. Even when he's just delivering dialogue, he is delivering it so confidently. He knows that nobody can kick his ass. He knows that nobody is getting in his way of stopping, or nobody's getting in his way of stopping him, and nobody is going to stop him from protecting his hive. This movie was freaking awesome, man. I'm telling you, I walked in, I was very skeptical because last year we did get two Jason Statham stinkers. We got Expendables 4 and The Meg 2, and honestly, I was just like, yo, I'm really hoping this movie's good. I mean, David Ayer, although he does have Suicide Squad as a miss, he does have some hits too. And I was just kind of I was on the fence. I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, man. Jason Statham. I love Jason Statham. He really can't afford another stinker. And honestly, Expendables 4 really wasn't his fault. He carried Expendables, if we're being completely honest. Him and, I don't remember the other actor's name in the movie, but Jason Statham basically carried Expendables. And The Meg, I don't really think anybody could have salvaged that movie. But here, I'm just like, yo, I really hope Jason Statham does a lot better in this film, because I really need him to just be the action star we all know he can be. And he came in this movie dedicated to make us forget about The Meg and the Expendables, or at least make us forgive him. And as far as I'm concerned, all is forgiven. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even consider those movies on his filmography anymore. You're good, because this movie is freaking spectacular, man. I'm telling you, the action sequences in this film are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you are having I was literally going, woo, damn, yeah, woo. I was in there going crazy in the theater. I was so hyped off these action sequences, and so hyped off seeing Jason Statham be honestly the best that I've seen Jason Statham in a minute in the action movie. This is peak Jason Statham here that you're watching. I mean, this is honestly probably one of his best action films, if I'm being completely real with you. I was so shocked how amazed I was at this movie. And honestly, all credit to David Ayer, and credit to David Ayer, and credit to them casting Phylicia Rashad as the woman who is the victim of this fraud detection, or the victim of this fraud scam, or whatever's going on in the film, because Phylicia Rashad, I love Phylicia Rashad. And once you mess with Phylicia Rashad, I immediately said to myself, I said, you know what? They all deserve to die in the worst possible way. And Jason Statham delivers that in the best possible ways. I mean, now, are they as creative as kills as John Wick, which I mean, I guess is the action movie standard nowadays? They're not I mean, some of the kills are honestly, yeah, they do get pretty creative in some senses with these kills. Do they kill a guy with a pencil? No, only John can do that. Only the Baba Yaga can do that. But as far as I'm concerned, Jason Statham came to kick major ass. He did what Bill Murray said in Ghostbusters. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass, and you are literally here just to have the time of your life in this movie. And I absolutely loved all the side characters in this film as well. Honestly, the Beekeeper, this is kind of like very comparable to John Wick 1 as far as it being a revenge story. The entire movie, all the side characters who are notified about Jason Statham's whereabouts are all trying to figure out what is a beekeeper, who is this beekeeper, why are they so dangerous, blah blah blah. And it's just like the more information that's presented to you, the more you're like, wow, this dude can kick some major freaking ass. And Jeremy Irons in the movie delivered all his lines so perfectly and just made you feel like he literally made you feel like very like high tensioned in the film itself, because you're just like everything that Jeremy Irons is worried about and Josh Hutcherson is just so lackadaisical. Josh Hutcherson plays like the lackadaisical rich asshole in the film, where he's just protected by daddy or mommy's money, and he's just, the spoiled rich kid. And Jeremy Irons plays the guy who basically has to babysit him. And I love both of their characters, honestly. But Jeremy Irons, just watching him deliver his lines and be so like very cautious about messing with this beekeeper, I loved every part of that. Josh Hutcherson, I thought, did a very good. Oh my God, let me get my words together. I thought Josh Hutcherson did a very good job in the movie. Another person I want to shout out, my girl from Umbrella Academy. Her name is Emmy Raver Lampman. She did a great job in the film as well. She plays Felicia Rashad's daughter. I thought she was a great job as the cop. The person who played her partner, I need to look up his name because his name's Arian Neek. Yeah, their dynamic was actually really good. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the cop dynamic, or the partnership dynamic between those two in the film itself. But look, guys, this is a very simple premise. This is a very simple mission. Literally just kill or be killed by Jason Statham. It's protect your hive, get to the top, and eliminate everybody that had to deal with Felicia Rashad's death. And honestly, as simple as a premise as it is, it's one of the most high-octane action films I've seen in a minute. And by the end of this movie, let me explain something to you. There's a fight scene at the end of this movie that fully had me convinced if you put John Wick and this beekeeper, Jason Statham, in a room together, I'm not 100% sure who comes out alive. Y'all can say that's disrespectful to the Baba Yaga. Y'all can say what y'all want, but I promise you, it is not an easy answer. I promise you. There is an action sequence at the end of this film that fully had me convinced if you put these two in a room, it is going to be a literal death match to their very last breath. Honestly, they might just kill each other. Neither one might come out alive. I would love to see that happen. I mean, of course, that's probably not going to happen. But if there was some universe where those movies could cross over, I'm pretty sure neither one is coming out alive, because Jason Statham is absolutely awesome in this movie. I had such a blast in this movie. Like, it was everything you want a Jason Statham movie to be. It's everything that you need a Jason Statham movie to be. It is a movie where you can go in, turn your brain off for a second, and just enjoy the absolute spectacle that is going on screen. It is an action spectacle. It is such a good movie. I'm telling you, I had such a blast in this film. I can't reiterate that enough. But look, that's really the simplicity of this movie. I don't really need to get too complicated with this review. And so, guys, for all those reasons and so many more, I'm going to give The Beekeeper a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so The Beekeeper, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Look, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff and so much more, guys. I really do appreciate you for watching. Look, this is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.